The MV50 line of amps from Vox provides an affordable access to tube-driven tones in a portable format. If you want to know more, stay tuned. During the last weeks I've played a lot through this amp, the Vox MV50 Boutique, and both with humbuckers and single coils, so I came up with the idea of shooting this video to share my thoughts and give you sound samples and my impressions in order to help you understand if this could be a thing for you. And if you find the content useful, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, share a comment, and turn on the notification bell. Lunchbox amplifiers have been on the market for almost 20 years now. I think Orange introduced the Tiny Terror in 2006, and the concept has evolved. It started as a portable format for full valve amplifiers that could be, let's say, easier to carry, portable, as I said. And then the concept evolved. So we had new amplifiers that had a valve preamp section and then a solid state power section. These two again save space, save weight, and also save money both in producing and in purchasing this type of heads. And Vox take on this as let's say brought a step further, because the MV50 line from Vox provides a similar concept, valve preamp and solid state power section, but in the preamp we have a new technology, the new tube. The new tube basically operates the same way as a vacuum tube, so it's similar to a triode valve, but implements a fluorescent display technology that basically saves space, saves weight, and it doesn't require maintenance as the traditional valve counterparts. The MV50 line of amps includes a number of heads like these ones that go from clean to AC30 sound to high distortion, and recently Vox put out a Brian May version that include a treble booster. So the idea is to provide a number of heads that can match different styles and different types of sounds that guitarists are looking for. I already owned the clean version. This is the first one I purchased a couple, 2-3 years ago to use as a pedal platform basically. And then I found a very good deal on the boutique one, and I gave it a try. And today I would like to talk about this. So this is the amp. As you see, it's a very compact head. It has the size of a pedal, and it's very light, almost half a kilogram. It has this metal housing and this handle here. Some people cannot stand this, but I think I like it. In the front panel we have 3 knobs: gain, tone, and volume. So this is a master volume kind of amplifier. We have a VU meter and the guitar input. Then, depending on the MV50 amp, here below we have this this part that here mimics some wood with the boutique. Here on top we have access this window to access to see the new tube in action when playing. And in the rear panel we have let's do this. We have the speaker output. We can connect different types of cabinets with different impedance, and you have the impedance selector here. By selecting the impedance, that is 4, 8 and 16 ohm, you then have a different power output. We go from the 50 watts at 4 ohms to the 12.5 watts at 16 ohm. Then we have an EQ switch that is used to adjust the bass response to different cabinets. So if you have a larger cone, say a 12-inch cone, flat is okay, while if you're running a smaller speaker like an 8-inch, deep emphasizes the bass response. Here we connect the 19 volts adapter that comes obviously with the amp. The standby switch allows to turn on the unit, and the echo mode is simply something that if engaged switches off the head after a number of minutes without receiving any input signal. Then we have the phones and line out, and this is important because you can play with your phones here without having a cabinet attached, okay, and you can use this as a line output for recording. Line out is engages a cabinet simulation if the jack is pushed all the way into the socket like this. But as you could hear, there was an initial click, so there is a middle position like this. So if you insert the jack this way, you bypass the cab sim. You have a straight line out so that you can use your own IRs or other cabinet simulations. So this is all for the head. It's very simple. One thing that you probably notice is missing is an effects loop, and we will see for some applications this is a minus. I've heard a lot of people complain about this because if you have your ambience effects like reverb or delay, you would prefer to put them in an effects loop after the preamp section. You cannot do this with this type of amp. So many people prefer to use the clean version to leverage the effects. And if you search online, there are people who modded these units by placing holes here and here and working inside to implement an homemade effects loop. And we now enter the how it sounds part of the video, and being a, let's say, beginner bedroom type of player, I won't shred, I won't do anything fancy. I will just play some open chords with different guitars and different settings for the amp, so to give you an idea of what it sounds like and give you the elements to decide if this is something for you. I will then play some stuff that this amp inspires me to play given the guitar that I'm playing, and I hope you will enjoy it and find this useful. As you would expect from a tube amplifier, the MV50 Boutique responds extremely well to picking dynamics and to the volume of your guitar. So by operating only with the volume knob of your guitar, you can range from clean to overdrive. Let's listen to it. I hope that what you have seen and what you have heard can help you decide if this little amplifier here is a good pick for you. And my 2 cents on it, I think this is a very good amp. I really like it. I really like the sound I get from it. It is very tubey. I'm no expert at all, but I really like it, especially the dynamics that you get when you have a crunchy sound. I think that it delivers very well. It responds very well to picking dynamics, to volume swells, and you can use the volume of your guitar to range from clean to crunch and overdrive. So this is very good, and also it is extremely compact. You can put it everywhere, and you don't have to worry about storing it anywhere in your house or in your luggage. And same for the price. It is very affordable. It is well below the 200 euros or dollars mark, and you can find it often at 130, 140. I think it's a very good price, and you have a lot of tone. So I think it deserves. On the negative aspects, I have two. I think one is more a personal opinion. I think that the clean sounds with the gain knob, let's say below 10 o'clock, are a little thin. So when you go to 10, 12, it becomes warmer. But below the threshold, I think the sound is a little thin. But this is my personal opinion. While on the other hand, the lack of an effects loop can be a deal breaker for many players. It's not a big issue for me because I play alone in my bedroom, and I'm not that great guitar player. If I want to use reverb and delay, I use pedals and the clean version, for example. But if you want to gig with it and be your main amplifier, and you leverage reverb, delay, echo, that type of effects, maybe this could be an issue for you. Actually, if you like the new tube sound, You have other offerings from Vox, like the valve energy pedals that let's say are basically like this amp without the power amp section. And maybe in a future video we will take a look at how how those pedals sound. And in the meanwhile, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful and resourceful. And if you liked it, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and all the usual stuff. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next videos.